Hello guys, welcome back. It's me Sofia. Today we're gonna be defacing a new book. This time we're gonna be defacing the Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, and it's because I'm gonna meet her soon. I am a huge Victoria Schwab fan. I have like most of her books, but today there's a reason why I'm picking the Savage Song, and it's because it's my favorite book from her. I just want to clarify that I have tried in the past to deface this book. I tried to put like this iconic quote, like the song that they sing in the book with all the monster tags, but I didn't like how it turned out. So I wanted to change it, and some ideas popped in my head. My first main priority was to cover those pages up, and I decided to go with red paper because it follows the color of the book and the whole color scheme of Victoria Schwab books. But then I decided I wanted to include this quote. I did like a try in another red paper. I always try things before I make any permanent changes. I put like this quote with pencil, and at first I thought it would be nice to have all the quote in the same page, and I also have this idea putting the tallies that August, the main character in the story, has like tattooed on his arms. But I don't know, it didn't really work out. I thought it looked really messy. Then I changed a little bit my mind. I thought the quote looked really like crowded in a single page, so I divided in between the two pages and did like 4 little paragraphs, and I thought it looked really good. And one thing I loved about this idea was the white shadow in the monster's name, because it made them stand out more. I also tried to include the tallies once again, but it just didn't work. They looked really bad actually. But at the end, I thought I always do the same with my books. I always either put stars on them or do some kind of calligraphy in them. And I wanted to try something different, try something new that I never done before. So of course, I went to seek some inspiration, which is not bad. But yeah, I went to Instagram, I searched in this Savage Song like hashtag, and found this amazing picture by the Amarna Movement. I hope that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, this picture gave me the idea of using music sheets for my covers. I searched sheet musics in internet that look kind of old, but they didn't really look good because my printer only prints black and white. And then something came into my mind, and I was like, red is the color of the book and I want music sheets. Why I don't print sheet musics in the red paper? And that's what I did, and I think it looked amazing. I was like, my mind was blown. Like, that's what I'm gonna do to cover these pages up. It's different, it's not calligraphy. So now let's get into it and show you how I did it. This is a really simple defacing, and the only thing you're going to need are scissors, a pencil, a rubber in case you messed anything up with the pencil, and some double-sided tape, and a ruler. I forgot. So I printed the same music sheet into A4 paper, like the normal side paper. I did this because if you printed the music sheet horizontal, it didn't fill the end pages. The size that they use in the end pages, it's a little bit bigger than an A4. So I decided it will be easier to print 2 and just cut the size that I needed. Okay, so if you want to make this, there's a few simple steps. The first one is to cut the upper and the bottom part of the paper so it fits perfectly with the height of the book. Taking the book as a guide, measure where you should cut, and then with a ruler, draw a line and cut through it. Then at the end of this step, you should have the same height in your paper and your book. Then you have to repeat this step with your other piece of paper, and what I did, I just put one on top of the other, being careful that the pentagrams are aligned. You have to have in mind that I'm making the right side first, and this side is the one that doesn't have the cover beneath, so the one that has all the pages behind. I decided that this part will have an extra centimeters to cover the fold or the crease that the books create. So here I'm cutting the left and the right side of the paper so it doesn't have that much blank paper on the sides. As you can see here, I left a ton of space to cover the fold. Before sticking, you should put the paper on top of the book and with your hands push the paper in towards the fold to cover all those space, and then close the book and press really hard so you have that line created, and it will help you when you're trying to glue the paper to the book. The next step is to stick everything down with the double-sided tape. I suggest starting from the side of your book farthest from the binding, so this one, so you can glue the piece of paper straight and aligned with your book, and then you don't have to worry about being crooked after. For sticking the part of the fold, I just put a long strip of tape in the crease of the paper, and with my hands I pushed in that crease and then closed the book. And by the end you should have your first size done. Now you only have to take the other piece of paper and once again with your book as a guide, draw a line for you to cut so at the end the paper is perfect side. So you have to cut the left side and the right side and the bottom and the top, but we did that early. The last step is to stick it to the other side of your book on top of the other piece of paper that we already sticked. Again, starting from the outer part of your book, being careful so the paper is perfectly aligned with the book. After a lot of double-sided tape later, here you have it. Sorry if it was a really messy video, it wasn't supposed to be a tutorial, but I thought I might as well give it a try. I was thinking of defacing the outside too, and I did it, but I don't really like how it turned out, so in the future you're probably going to see another video of me defacing this Avid song or something like that. I have to fix the outside of my book. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. I actually showed it to Victoria Schwab in the signing, and she really liked it. She told me that that's how the end pages should have been in the beginning. I think she was just being nice, but hey, it made my day. And she also told me that they are going to repackage these books, which was amazing, and I cannot wait to see them and buy it. Maybe they are going to be a collector's edition or something like that. But yeah, that was everything for the video, guys. Again, sorry if it was really messy. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!